will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 30 base. Number 53, Mike 53. And let's go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Raiders. Set, cut. Pittsburgh. Check. Walk 54. Okay, just like that.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Check out. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Slam. Watch twist.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Come on, set. Touchdown. 54 miles. He can't hit. He's not going to get me.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Kaiser buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And it's 3rd down.
Okay, ready. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check 52.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll throw here. Kaiser looking deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw, Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Jacobs. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one. Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door. The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts. So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll drop the throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Second and 10. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get him the football in the passing game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
2nd and 9 now. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keeps your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the... ...31.
Montez perfect on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Now the roof. Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. And let's get that hard.
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. He's got his man here. It's Green. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Here's Jacobs. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
Tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Kaiser Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Kaiser is going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flagged for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
Come on, set.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? Get ready. Mark 54. Come on, baby. Let's see.
On 2nd and 11 now. Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run it with Jacobs. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Third and long for Kaiser. And able to find Green. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the eye. Check it back.
They go play action. Kaiser. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
53, check 53. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Here's Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. Now it's Lindsey. Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Another run by Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Check right 54. Right 54.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Kaiser to throw it. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I smell fear now. I smell fear now. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Spawn.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the All-Pro. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let it 8 read. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Stay strip.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Lindsey. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said?
And the pressure gets to him again. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Kaiser now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
And the blitz does come. Finding Green complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming.
He's checking crack.
SOS.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Noah Spence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to launch this thing way down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll find Lindsey here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th-quarter lead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw here. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. It's a foot race. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. Got a man. That's Allison. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. This is the tight end fan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Back to throw. Open man here is Hamilton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
On the ready.
53 is the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, That's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Oakland, their strong